Hi, welcome to Lauren's Talk. This is your host, Lauren Garafola. Today, we'll be talking with Maureen McCann, an entrepreneur and animal rights activist. In today's episode, we will be talking about animal adoption and the differences between adopting rather than buying from a breeder, including the financial costs of each. Thank you for joining us today, Maureen.
Hi, thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Today, we're going to be talking about the differences between adopting rather than buying an animal from a breeder. According to Animal Humane Society, each year 2.7 million adoptable dogs and cats are euthanized in the United States, simply because too many pets come into shelters and too few people consider adoption when looking for a pet. Have you ever adopted an animal from an animal shelter?
Yes, I've adopted many dogs. Throughout my research and activism in animal adoption, I knew the pros of adopting and felt that this was the only way to have a pet.
Now, according to Pet360.com, buying from a breeder could cost anywhere from a few $100s to upwards of thousands of dollars, but this does not usually include any health benefits. Many times, when bought a dog or cat is brought from a breeder, they do not have any up-to-date health vaccinations.
Yes, that is true. When adopting an animal from an animal shelter, the dogs and cats receive all of their vaccinations.
Although they can have their vaccinations, how do you know if they are not suffering from any health issues?
Animal shelters are required to entail any health problems the animal can have. However, since many of the animals from these shelters are rescued, they can have serious health problems. Some animals have no known history and may acquire health complications in the near future.
While many breeders and pet stores acquire their dogs and cats from puppy mills, could they have personal health problems as well?
Many cases with puppy mills, the dogs often come from unhealthy living conditions. However, there are many breeders throughout the country who take great care of the dogs and cats and make sure they go to loving homes.
Great to know. Now let's discuss the financial costs of each. According to the Humane Society of the United States, the adoption fees for dogs and puppies are around $115 to $660, while for cats and kittens it is between $32 to $270.
Adopting from an animal shelter is much more inexpensive rather than buying from a breeder.
Now, according to an article written by a Pomeranian breeder, Tanisha Breton, entitled What a Breeder Charges for Their Puppies, Why Are Your Puppies So Expensive? She states that it is all about the quality. Because well-bred dogs are expensive to breed, the average litter can cost $2,500 or more to breed by the time that is all said and done.
That is very true. It's like the saying goes, you get what you pay for. However, that is not to discourage animals from shelters are any less valuable than the ones from a breeder. It's all about personal preference.
Understandable. Well, thank you for taking the time to be on this week's of Lauren's Talk.
Thank you so much, Lauren. I really appreciate being here.
Thank you for listening to today's episode. Our next episode, we will be discussing how the animals are treated at breeders and puppy mills, and how they are treated at animal shelters. If you have any questions or comments, please visit our blog to discuss more.